the enemy thought they were dividing African people. But for the first time, there was a song which was sung in at the formation of the ANC, which was Zulu, Xhosa, Msuthu, Hlanganane. So the irony was that for the first time, the people of South Africa realized that, look, we might have our ethnic or so-called tribal differences, but we're now being excluded as a group, and therefore we must respond as a group. And they formed the ANC. So again, that was intellectual forethought by those leaders.
When you are done with Mozambique, we are going to be victims. Celebrate and be saying about foreigners and Nigerians. Go on. When they are done, they are coming for you.
Black people are more concerned with their tribe being in control than they are with liberation from foreign control. Are you following me? I've seen it. So when the elections is coming up, it's not about freeing us from white supremacy or Chinese imperialism. It's about, are my people going to be the president?
Ngiyaqhubeka ngayo yonke indlela eyenziwa amabhokobhoko. Wena Malema usidakelo lo mbombo kanyongo. Uzokhuluma wena ufike ulwe ngolimi lwazi izitha, ukhuluma isingisi. Bese uzogxeka ukuthi amabhokobhoko ay symbol of apartheid while you are speaking English, which is the language of apartheid. Uyisilima nje. Uyisilima esihlambile, yabona. Kuningi okuhle enguncoma kuwe, kodwa mase usiphaphela when you are seeking relevance ngamabhokobhoko, political score ngamabhokobhoko. Abantu mabenze kahle ingane leziyana, mazenze kahle ingane zenza kahle ingconyo, yabo. Nimtolekele newesiphuphule ezasazi lesizulu, yabona. Ukwazi ngise kuphela, ulimi lokubo kwalwazi, azi lutho nje. Futhi ngiyakuzwa ukuthi uyopaqa ukuthi uzala kwaZulu. Phethe mina la kwaZulu. I am the border gate. Uyola ishawona amashanga nangakini wafaka lapha emabhitha. Nginankinga kana lokho. Kodwa laba bakwaZulu uyobacela kimi. Uyobacela kimi, uyangizwa? Awukuzochachaza lapha uba ngazongibone mina ngakini lepo. Uhlulwa yini ukubuya le uyolontsha ngakini amadlozi akini ezokuzwa kangcono. Lele koseshakho. Hambe koseshakho. Wena hayi la uzosiphaphela la kwaZulu. La bantu bakwaZulu laba bezwa ngathi futhi uzobathola kithi mawubafuna futhi ukhaza ukuthi ufuna ukuthini khuluma isiZulu angikuzwa man. Hawu asidakelo kuwe thina amabhokobhoko right yenza kahle 100% akayinconywe nje uma ufuna ukugxeka amabhokobhoko kufanele ukusukela lokho engawineki wena khaphe ngenze lutho sikuboneke ukuthi uchayi shithi kunento ofuna ukuyisho. Hayi uzoqina uyaqina fusak lento ephantshile le. Wena Malema wena ucabanga usile wena. La kwaZulu kayikho isizoyishangana khohlwa ayikho isizoyishangana. Yithi insizala kwaZulu. Abudlalwa la. Njengoba usho ukuthi these people are not dancers. Futhi ungaphawula ukuze kweqe ukukhuluma ngamaZulu ngoba siyazi ngisho asazi ngisho isilo sangakini akazi sibone lento. Asibone lento. Ucabanga ukuthi abantu bakwaZulu ziphukuphuku uzama usineka abazothola ivote labo ngeke uzobathola la kithi uyozwa ngathi bozwa ngathi abantu bakithi kwaZulu yebo ziyamazulu elusi bese kithi ke ngane zakwethu ke namhlanje ngihambela indawo ehlukahlukene.
They speak a lot of nonsense about Julius Malema on TV. When Julius Malema gets out of the car, the same thunderheads are the first ones to line up for signature. Give me your auto, bloody fool. They don't know what they want. Julius Malema, you are same age as mine.
The genocide in Rwanda was blamed on tribalism. So people always underestimate the dangers of tribalism. And, and there's some debates as to, are we tribal people or are we different nations? And these debates on whether we are tribes or we are nations is another debate on itself. But I just want to concentrate on what we call tribalism. So tribalism, in short, is when you favor or you hate another African person based on them being of a different tribe than you. So in South Africa, we've got 11 official languages, of which mostly we find tribalism amongst African people. So the Zulu people in South Africa have always been accused of being tribalistic. And tribalism, unfortunately, is often confused with being proud. And this is why you see a lot of people have problem with Heritage Day that happens in South Africa in September. Heritage, being proud of your heritage, might be misconstrued in itself as being a tribalist, because what it essentially does is you are proudly standing on top pedestal and claiming how proud you are of your tribe. But the reason we made this video is because tribalists are very dangerous. Dangerous in this sense, we're talking about what happened in other nations. So Ngizwe Mchunu, I might have butchered his name, and apologies for that, is another example of what he did to Julius Malema. The video that you just seen is an example of what he did to Julius Malema. Do you know why people accuse Zulu people of tribalism? It is because of the white government during apartheid sponsored the Zulu people to hate other non-Zulu people. Let me repeat. South Africans say Zulu people are tribalist because they say the white National Party and de Klerk, who de Klerk and Mangosuthu are no longer here, they accuse them of having state sponsorship to kill other people. And that's an accusation that we spoke about on this channel. And we have an opportunity as Africans to unite. You'll hear further in this podcast where Umar Johnson, I'll still call him Umar, I battle with for Tunde name. He tell you that as African people, the danger that we do is we project ourselves in tribal lines and we forget that we are strong as a unity. When Jacob Zuma stood up to say he's going to fight for MK party and not the ANC, a lot of people jumped, and already immediately tribal lines were starting to be drawn because it's consistent with what has been happening. And unfortunately, Julius Malema, who's an ally of Jacob Zuma now, they are allies. They stood up wanting to join hands, and this man has just made what he has made. But I'm just going to stop here, and then I want you guys to listen to other people in terms of what tribalism is and how it will affect all of us in the country. Zulu people, the appeal that I make to you is, let us resist the temptation. It's not the first video that I came out to say, Zulu people, resist the temptation to hate and fight other people based on tribal lines. Thank you very much.